Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this is a continuation of the last video that I made on BDS or MDS. So because I thought that I haven't included a lot of points in that video, so here am I with more research on what to do after your internship gets over. This is my personal experience. I have talked to a lot of PG students as well as dentists who have done post graduation, and I have had a very mixed review of like 51-49 on doing it or not doing it. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into the video. So first things first, coming to the top-notch field in dentistry, which is oral surgery. So I have met a lot of people and I have spoken to general practitioners who are running successful clinics with a lot of patient flow. So I asked them कि तुम्हारा जो मेन स्ट्रीम ऑफ इनकम है इट कम्स थ्रू व्हाट. सो दैट is a very common question, and the common answer would be root canal and prosto. Like you do root canal and then you put a crown and then money comes to you. But this has become so mainstream that every clinic is giving, like for every clinic there is root canal and everywhere there is a crown. So people, as in the patients are very smart. They go to clinic and they ask कि अरे root canal का क्या price है, and then there are also dentists who are ready to do the root canal procedure for even $1,000 or even $500. This I heard from a very close friend of mine who's working in Thane. She told me there's a dentist in my area. He runs a clinic and he does RCT for rupees 800 because they have made it such a like basic procedure कि as if कोई problem नहीं है. So the other people are facing the disadvantage of the root canal treatment being very cheap. So what the patient actually wants from the doctor is the relieving of pain. Once the pain is gone, the patient does not care because that is the only way he can identify if your treatment was good or not. Because pain चला गया तो उसके हिसाब से उसका treatment आधा हो ही गया. A lot of patients come to our college who have had done RCTs before but they did not put a crown, and then again the tooth is infected and they were like हमने crown नहीं लगाया because time नहीं था, ये नहीं था, वो नहीं था. So I keep talking to these patients and I ask them कि आप crown क्यों नहीं लगाते. बोले यार ये उतना time नहीं होता. And then they say कि दर्द मतलब चला गया था, खा पा रहे थे ट्रीटमेंट के बाद, तो इसलिए they did not feel the need to go for the crown cutting. And this happens in a very ऐसे low setting. People who are very well aware of the entire treatment, they will not do that to you, but I am talking about the very low thing. So coming to oral surgery, a general practitioner told me that it is not necessary for them to call an oral surgeon, especially for wisdom tooth extractions, as you run a very basic practice for over years. तुम अपने काम में इतने अच्छे बन जाते हो that impacted surgeries are not very difficult for you. You do it, and once you like practice enough, you'll be able to do it. You need not call an oral surgeon specifically for a wisdom tooth extraction. So what I have heard from a lot of people is that establishing yourself in oral surgery takes time. It is not as lucrative as it really sounds like. You will take time in order to reach to a point where you will be getting a lot of money and you will be getting a lot of work. Initially you have to do some wisdom tooth extraction, some cases, and then you will be jumping to trauma and all. These are some experiences of my friends who are studying in different colleges, that they say initially they do wisdom tooth and everything, and then later they jump into traumas and all. And for everything you need to be associated to a good hospital in order to get good work. So end of this day, end of the story, it comes to the point that if you want to be an oral surgeon, I have heard this from 9 out of 10 people that it will take time to establish yourself as an oral surgeon in our country within the next 5-6 years. Coming to the second most favorite branch of everyone, which is prostho. So people love prosto a lot. They are into prosto for money for sure. And I have heard people, general practitioners, calling prosthodontists because people have now become aware of कौन डेंचर लगाता है, कौन इम्प्लांट देता है. तो अभी वो अवेयरनेस जाग रही है because the youth is on Instagram, so they know who is a prosthodontist, who is an orthodontist. So yes, people do call you as a consultant for prosto, but again, prosto is a lot of hard work and a lot of physical energy along with immediate money or fast money. So it's like you learn a skill, you master that skill for 5-6 years and you do your work, but one patient and you can get 1 lakh out of him easily. So prosto is a very demanding branch, as I have heard, and it also depends, like one of my dentist friends, she told me it also depends on what area you are practicing. If you are practicing at a remote area, people will fall in love with the denture. They would want कि मतलब जो गांव के लोग होते हैं वो बोलते हैं कि हमको 32 ही चाहिए, and they are ready to pay as much amount as you want to charge them. And there are remote areas where people are less aware of a lot of things, so it's easier to make money. So yes, prosto is in a lot of demand, as I have heard, and 9 out of 10 dentists say yes, you can do prosto, and you will require a lot of physical and mental energy in order to do prosto and do PG in prosto. But yes, it is the most rewarding branch in the next 5-6 years, and you will get quick and easy money. Coming to my favorite branch, which is pedo, I do not usually go with a lot of people's advice. मैं मतलब एक कान से सुनती हूँ, दूसरे कान से निकाल देती हूँ easily. But 2-3 things which were really which are really stuck in my head with a pedo patient or being a pedodontist is that one general practitioner told me कि I will not call a pedodontist unless and until a child is totally uncooperative, and that the chances of the child being totally uncooperative is also like a 50-50 and a 60-40. मेरे पास जो बच्चे आते हैं, मतलब पल्पेक पल्पो का procedure is very normal. It is not something that a general practitioner or someone cannot do. It is easy, but then they say कि I will only call a pedodontist if the child is not like manageable or something like that, if the parents need to be explained or if he's spoiled and something of that sort. Unless otherwise I wouldn't call a pedodontist for my general work, which is pulpec and pulpo and basic RCTs and prosto work. So I was like, okay, but that is not something that is only there in pedo. There are a lot of things, you do a lot of things with kids, and you're mentally basically training them for a lot of things. So I kind of convinced myself that ठीक है, अगर मुझे कोई नहीं, मतलब if I become a pedodontist and nobody calls me, I'll think about it. I don't know. So forgetting that, pedo is a very good branch for girls. This is what I've heard from people. They say that with females, the child is already attached to their mothers in their initial growing stages, and they are very much comfortable with the female dentist. So this was a very positive statement that I heard from one of my dentist friends, who said that a female is actually like a mother to the child, and being a pedodontist and being a female pedodontist will actually help you to connect with the child more. Even if it is a boy, even if it is a girl, they will feel that motherly instinct with you, and wo ho jayega. It will be manageable easily. So pedo is a very growing branch. Parents are very much becoming aware of a pedodontist, a pediatrician. And this third thing, which is like the wonder advice of everything, is that you might do some bargaining on your treatment, you might compromise on your things, but you will never compromise on a child's treatment. A parent will say, I have seen a lot of पेशेंस. इवन माई पेरेंट्स, उनको है कि स्केलिंग ठीक है, पापा के भी दांत में अगर कभी दर्द हो रहा है तो ही माइट लीव इट. बट इफ मेरे दांत में दर्द हो रहा है, मेरी बहन के दांत में दर्द हो रहा है, ही विल कंसिडर इट एंड ही विल टेक अस टू द डॉक्टर इमीडिएटली. सो पेरेंट्स आर वेरी मच इन टू देयर चिल्ड्रन एंड आर रेडी टू पे any amount to get the child off pain as immediately as possible. So you can charge as much as you can and तुम वो दे सकते हो parent को. Along with that, you get a great opportunity to teach parents how to deal with children, how to parent a child actually, and what to feed them, what not to feed them. You understand about the behaviors and everything. So in overall, I only got a very 60-40 response on being a pedodontist, but yes, the 60% response was in the next 5 years there will be a good growth in pedo. So that's it for this video. In the next video I'll be talking about the rest other branches. This was my research for this week, so stay tuned and keep watching my videos. Do like, subscribe and share.